Here's one of our favorite clips from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it yet.
That Piers Morgan said it. Piers Morgan said, I think is his name. He's like, I'm not doing the gender identity thing of 100 genders. Like, you want me to be tolerant and listen, but you don't want to be challenged. Like, it doesn't work that way. And this is a guy who is clearly a liberal telling a trans person, like, listen, you're nonsense. Just for the simple fact that you don't even want me to challenge your idea shows that there's a problem. I'm like, yeah, you want to say to 100 genders? Go for it. I'm going to say there's only 2. You can't shut me down because you don't want to hear what I have to say. I don't want to hear what you have to say, but I'm going to listen to you.
And listen, and this is the scary part, because what you just said, when they say there's 100 genders, right? Yes, we can go off and say you guys are stupid, you guys are idiots, and all that good stuff, right? Which I'm going to clamp down and not say all those things. However, when we say no, there's only 2, we are immediately marked as haters.
Yeah.
As bigots, as racists. I mean, there are name calls, there are name calling that happens. And it's not just, like, if you say someone is stupid, it's like, okay, that guy's an idiot, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if you say someone's a racist, you're trying to shut down their lives. You're trying to say, okay, everybody stay away from that guy. He's a bad person. He's Hitler. That's what you're trying to do.
That analogy, that comparison, like, it's one of the few things that bothers me when people talk. Like, they clearly do not know what Hitler was about. You know, there's not liking someone, hey, you're an a-hole.
Right.
Oh, no, you're a Nazi, you're Hitler. No, hold on a second. I didn't strip you of your skin and make it into soap. I didn't, like, open up your brain and see how far I can take it out before you die.
I didn't put you in a gas chamber.
Yeah,
and
I didn't dump your body away like garbage and had your family bury you and then kill them and have
mass
their
graves.
Yeah,
exactly.
like, come on. You can be upset at someone, but my God, read a book. Find out what you're actually saying. Stop being so ignorant.
So ignorant. Yeah. So the whole Hitler thing you just said was like spot on. It's like these people, but that's the technique of the far left. They and I remember when we first started this podcast, I don't know who it was, Larry Elder. There was somebody that we were listening to who was the first person who made this clarion statement that said that what the left was doing was they were associating something that you disagree with something extremely bad.
Yeah.
So that you're left with either agreeing with them or being associated with what was extremely bad.
That's their move.
And because you don't want to be associated with what's extremely bad, you capitulate and say, okay, fine. You know, like Black Lives Matter. You don't want to be the one saying that, oh man, if you're not for Black Lives Matter, then then you're KKK. You know what I'm saying? KKK is bad. I don't want to be associated with KKK, so I guess I am Black Lives Matter. Even though Black Lives Matter, what they stand for is anti-American, it's anti-Black lives. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's anti-people. You know, but you as the retail customer, the consumer, you're caught up in like a lose-lose situation. And that's the game of the left. That's how they do it. That's how they posit things. Like, let me give you an example. Right now, you have 2 words that sound very similar, almost same number of characters, even start with the same letter. One is called equality and one is called equity. And I guarantee you, for the masses, when they hear equity, in their minds, they're thinking equality. And it's not the same. It's 2 different things. What they're trying to achieve using the word equity is not sustainable. It's not real. What they're trying to achieve using the word equity is communism. It is Marxism. It is socialism. It is very, very bad for freedom. Equality, on the other hand, that is enshrined in our Constitution. Even though we got it wrong, we endeavor to get it right through time. Mm-hmm. To the point that we have a black president. We've actually had a black president as head of state, but that shows you that equality actually worked. But equity, my friend, that's non-American. That's not what we subscribe to. That's not what the founders created in the Constitution and created by the United States. And I don't think people realize it. And I believe the left is playing this game that's saying, hey, they don't know the difference between equity and equality. So let's keep saying equity, equity, equity. And then people are forced to be placed in a lose-lose scenario. Mm-hmm. So, man, you got something to say?